One of my favorite evangelists, proclaimers of the gospel in history, is a guy named D.L. Moody. He started preaching in inner city Chicago, and then he ended up, one of the first times he traveled over to England to preach, he was preaching in this one particular church on a Sunday morning. He said it was just one of those times where it seemed like nobody was listening. So he was scheduled to come back that night and preach again. He wasn't really excited about coming back that night after that morning, but when he got there that night, he said it was a totally different atmosphere in the room. As he started preaching, it was like people were sitting on the edge of their seats, like totally tuned in, everybody looking, nodding, listening. He got to the end and he invited people to trust in Christ. And he said, if you want to trust in Christ, let me invite you to stand in the room. And people all across the room stood up. He said, maybe they didn't understand me. So he told them to sit back down. He said, sit back down. And he goes through again. He said, I want to make sure you understand what I said. He walks through the gospel one more time. And he says, now, if you want to trust in Christ, let me invite you to stand where you are. Well, more people stood the second time than the first time. So Moody's an inquisitive guy, wanted to figure out what in the world happened between Sunday morning and Sunday night. It was totally different. But there was a bedridden woman in that town who had not been at church that morning because of her illness. Her sister was there, brings lunch to her, and the bedridden woman says to her sister, hey, how was church this morning? D.L. Moody preached, but not much happened. And the bedridden woman's eyes lit up. She said, I have heard about that man, how God has blessed his preaching of the gospel in America. I've been praying that he would come here, put aside my food. I'm going to fast today and pray that many people would come to know Christ in our city through this man's preaching. Same preacher, same place, same people, totally different power as a result of prayer. Like, what if God is waiting to show his power in indescribable, inconceivable, unimaginable ways to a people who will take him seriously in prayer, in their lives and their families, and as a church?